after launching your chart, you're going to come under your drawing tool, and then you're going to just scroll down. Of course, under drawing, we need to bring drawings, trend lines, Gann and Fibonacci. So the next is geometric shapes. So geometric shapes are shapes that we use and during our technical analysis. So you want to mark your zones, you want to mark your double bottoms, you want to mark your double tops, you want to mark your order blocks. These are the tools that you use. So in the case you're having is the brush. The brush is a tool that we use when you want to mark something irregular, in any shape that you would love to. This is the tool you can always come for. So it's a very essential tool that you can always add on your favorite. So you can use it in any way that you want. Maybe you just want to mark out a zone, you can just do that, and then it just comes like that. So the next tool I'll be talking about is the path. So the path is just used to mark the path. For instance, you want to mark your higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, for it sort of marks in regular shapes, like it's a straight line, you see. So it just marks out the shape. So if you've made the analysis and you just want to show the direction of the move, the most likely direction of the move, you can always use the path tool. So the other is the circle. The circle is used to mark the double bottom. So the double bottom, I'll be talking about double bottoms in detail in another video. So a double bottom, as you can see, I'll be using this as an example, though it may not be the best double bottom. So it's just used to mark that the candles we once the sellers reached that part, they couldn't go past it, so they just price sort of retraced up. So as you can see this, and then you come back to your drawing tool. You can always come back, or you just tap on it, come under these three tools, and then you just clone. You see, you don't need to struggle a lot, you don't need to go back again to draw. So that's it. So if you're seeing a double bottom, these are patterns that keep forming in the market all the time. So it can also be used, if you want to move it, you can always move it to another location. So for instance, you've seen a double top, you can always mark it that way. So that's it, you can just do that. So this helps you identify key things in the market easily without any hassle. So the other tool we shall be talking about is the eclipse. The eclipse is more like the circle. It's just that the shape that differs. You can always use it to mark, for instance, this kind of movement, and you don't want to use the trend line, so you can always make use of the eclipse. So even you can also use it to mark the double bottom. So as you can see, as it becomes narrow, it can always change shape. So it's also a good tool. You can always do that, and then you wait for a breakout or anything, whichever strategy you choose to use. But this is mostly for pure price action traders. So the other tools may not be so important, but I want to talk about each and every tool on this. So the polyene is more like the first tool we spoke about, though for it you see the difference. So with the first tool we talked about, it was about irregularity, you can just meander, but as you can see, this actually draws for you, but in a straight line, more like the path, though for it doesn't have the arrow at the end. So if you want something like that, or you created your own strategy and it requires it, you can always draw. So for regular kind of drawings, you're going to use this tool, the polyene. So for the regular, it's just the brush tool. Yes, the double curve is right here. For it, it's a double curve from its name. You can find scenarios in the market whereby the market could be behaving in such a manner. So you can always utilize it as well. yeah, depending on your strategy, people have different ones and you may need different tools, but it's important to know each and every tool because it makes your work easy and pretty nice, you know. And then the highlighter, yes, the highlighter, from the name, it's just to highlight. You see, it's already highlighted, like, but this is too thick, you know. You can always come here and then you just kind of set it to whatever you want to see. You see that you can change the thickness. Maybe I want 8 pixels, yeah, and then you can just come here and change the pixels so that it's maybe smaller or bigger depending on your preference also. So it's used to highlight. For instance, you want to highlight this zone and you don't want to draw. It's maybe something very fast and you want to just look at it very fast. You can always use this tool. You can always use the highlighter. Yeah, so the next tool is the rectangle. The rectangle, I spoke about it, used for drawing your order block. So you just come, depending maybe your support and resistance, the way you see it, where it is, you locate it and then you just draw it. You just drag it. Yeah, I made a video on this rectangle bar. Look for it just under those videos. The details are on that particular video. So this is one of the commonest that we use during analysis, you know. Yeah, it's very important for you to know this. We are having, it's the rotated triangle. So for the rotated triangle, you can use it in the same manner as the eclipse. So you're going to just draw here, tap outside, and then drag it all across to wherever you want it to go, wherever. So when you tap outside and tap on it, you're going to see it's stable and you can adjust it to wherever you want it to go. Yes, that is it's our triangle. So this is also one of the most common ones that we use under our trading because it's a tool that if you're using chart patterns, obviously you're going to need this triangle tool. So in this case, I'm not really seeing where a triangle formed. Triangle, it can be an ascending or descending. It can form in any way. So what, for instance, like this, if a market is moving in such a manner, like the candlesticks at the beginning are bigger than the ones that are for the previously, like the previous candlesticks, the candlesticks are becoming smaller and smaller. It can be a sign that most likely the market could break out. It could break out of this triangle. Please don't worry, I'm going to be making a video on those chart patterns and I'll discuss more of what happens. But I just need you to know that this tool is also there. So for instance, if this was, it's not necessarily a triangle, but I just want to use it. For instance, the market is on an uptrend and it's sort of becoming smaller and smaller. We may take this so that you watch out for any, because the margins of this triangle, they actually act as support and resistance zone. So once you mark your market like that, your chart like that, it makes it easier for you to watch out for anything. So this can still be rotated because any scenario is possible, the upside, or it can be a descending triangle like that. Yeah, so any of this is possible. So that's it. You can use, instead of you using trend lines and then you're not seeing so well, yeah, you can just use this other one. So the other tool that I can't really leave out is the arc. Yeah, the arc is very important because it is commonly used for the cup and handle chart pattern. For instance, in this case, you can see something similar to a cup and handle. So you come under your curve and then you're going to tap at the beginning, go right up to this end, and then tap outside, and then you're going to just drag on it downward. So you see, it makes it more and more clear for you to see. So the handle could be, though this is not a perfect cup and handle, the handle can can also be made on the other side, or you can just clone it and then you just reduce its shape. Yes, you just stay with it, just reduce its shape, and then this will make a perfect handle right here. So you can just flip this to the upside and then it makes an inverted cap and handle. Yeah, so you just need to arrange it in any way, and yeah, it gives you a proper view of the chart. And these patterns always work, at least most of the time. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.